Driving through Seaside here. What's your impression of Seaside?
Seaside has a very active strip. So if you want to see some people walk the strip, hit up the arcade. The bumper cars are a big thing here in Seaside. They have been as long as I've been alive. So there's a lot going on the strip. So it's a good place to get outside and do some things, get some fresh air, see some people, eat some food. A lot of new restaurants too here in Seaside in the last few years. So some great food choices, some new places to try if you haven't been here recently or haven't been here at all. Yeah, Seaside's really grown up and it's got a lot to offer.
Probably the biggest tourist destination, for like day trips in particular. People coming from Portland. I mean, it's the closest town to Portland if you're driving directly west. So you're going to get a lot of people out here, a lot of tourists, a lot of families walking around, and if you're looking for a place that's a little quieter, where you're trying to get some of that kind of coastal lifestyle that's a little more laid back and, enjoying the nature and fresh air and all the things that come along with that, you're not going to find it so much in Seaside, but, you go a mile north or a mile south and, you can find plenty of it. So really just kind of depends on what you're looking for. It's definitely a good spot to have nearby. Whether it is enjoying the nice restaurants or if you are taking the kids, grandkids, to the arcade, whatever it may be. But in my opinion, Seaside is like a 24/7 state fair, just with all the games and deep fried Snickers and t-shirt shops and all the stuff that they have here. So definitely a good spot to come hang out for a few hours. If you're looking for a little more liveliness in a town, then Seaside's definitely your spot.
Outlets too. If you like to do shopping, got the outlets. Huge attraction for people coming from Portland and Washington. So great shopping here too. Probably the best shopping really on the northern Oregon coast.
Yeah, if you're out of the coast, for vacation or if you're living out here, there's no big malls or things like that necessarily, but there are a couple of outlet malls like the one here in Seaside, and you can get a lot of great brands, for discount prices. And who doesn't love a good deal? Pretty eclectic mix of houses here. You got some nice beach cottages. There's actually some really nice neighborhoods that kind of feel like a neighborhood in more of like a Portland suburb in a way. So, you can definitely live here in Seaside and be outside of the town center where all the action is. So depending on, again, the proximity that you want to Portland, kind of the lifestyle that you're looking for, you can kind of find it all here. But you're going to get a lot of traffic coming in with tourism in particular, not just from Portland, but people from Seattle and people in Washington grew up coming down here to Seaside as well. So it's definitely one of a kind for as far as towns on the Oregon coast go.
Yeah, a lot of variety in houses here. You don't really have anything beachfront. You've got some stuff with beach views, but you've got houses all the way from down kind of on the beach all the way up into the hills. So Seaside being a little bit more populous town here on the coast, there's a lot. There's a bigger selection of homes here. So if you're looking for something that's kind of in town, there's a lot of homes in town. There's also a lot of homes that kind of surround Seaside. You kind of see when you're driving through Seaside, you'll kind of see some homes out up in the hills here. So a lot of variation in the market with these houses, and a lot of houses to choose from.
You're also about 10-15 miles north of Cannon Beach, which is an incredibly desirable area both for tourists and for full-time residents and everything in between. So, you know, if you have your heart set on a place like Cannon, but either, you know, it's cost prohibitive for whatever reason, or it's there's nothing available, which, you know, could very well be the case given the demand for places in Cannon Beach. You know, you could definitely find a place up here in Seaside or closer to Seaside, and still kind of get to enjoy everything that, say, like a Cannon Beach has to offer. Directly to the north, connected to Seaside, you also have Gearheart, which is primarily second homes and vacation homes. There's a big golf course there with a couple of restaurants. It's actually the oldest golf course west of the Mississippi. So a little fun fact there. And it's owned and operated by a company called McMenamins. It's a local chain that does a really good job with just their food and beverage, their decor. You know, kind of has its own unique feel to it. So, you know, if Seaside is a place that you like, but you don't want to be near where all the tourists are necessarily, Gearheart could be a place that you could definitely land as well.